Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here in our week 9 of our Chicago Bears franchise. So we're 5-2 after the walk-off touchdown from Jay Cutler to Alshon Jeffrey against the Vikings last week. The Vikings played a pretty good game towards the stretch, but they just couldn't get it going early on, and we kind of ran away with it early. So we are going to get it going against the 6-2 Chargers. And there's one thing I am going to do. I'm going to bring this down to 13 minutes now. Also, for some reason, it's considered all pro, which is kind of weird. Possibly due to the sliders. Let's look at the sliders. I guess that's true. Let's set that back to all Madden. And this back to fast. Then we're going to go back into the sliders. That is weird. So, QB accuracy, this was good. Let's put this down to 35. I think I was putting too many passes out there. Put this down to 45. Really didn't have any sacks. I think this one is good. Run blocking, I think that was good. Fumbles, I think that should be fine. We'll see. Pass defense reaction, let's give that down to a 45. Interceptions, keep that to 50. That's good. Pass coverage. Actually, let's keep this to 50. This one's 55. Okay, 40. Put this one to 35. So QB accuracy, I mean, it was Teddy Bridgewater, so that's good. Pass blocking, we did a lot of blitzing, or catching, I think that's good. Run blocking, again, we did a lot of blitzing. Fumbles good, there was no fumbles. So I think I need to put up pass defense reaction time. I need to put up pass coverage. You know what? I'll put these both up to 60. And add them up there. Tackling should be good. Should be good here. Injuries, fatigue. This creates a bigger gap. So yeah, we just got Martellus Bennett, who's just faster than Blanton in the back of the field. So one thing we are going to do is we are going to look at the stats from last game. Do a couple recaps of things really fast. So Jay Cutler, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, 132 rating. Did really good with 334 yards. Teddy Bridgewater, those 3 touchdowns coming late, and that interception coming from a Shea McClellan interception. Just an errant throw. He was panicked. We blitzed him, and Shea came up with the interception. Matt Forte took it 28 times for a $119. Douglas Rogers 10 times for 49. McKinnon was 17 for 34. Matt Asiata only had 3 for 16. And what it looks like is, if I'm not mistaken, AP is hurt, or he was last week. For receiving, Marquise Wilson. Let's do this. Actually, yeah, let's do this by yards. So Charles Johnson, 7 catches, 129 yards, 1 touchdown against our secondary. Most of the time, he was lined up across from, I believe, it would be Kyle Fuller. Marquise Wilson, 7 catches, a $101, 1 touchdown. Matt Forte, 6 catches, 63 yards. Had that touchdown off a screen. The screen was about, say about a 20 or 30 yard gain there. Kyle Rudolph, 5 catches, 62 yards. Then from there, it drops down. I mean, yardage-wise. We had a couple big catches from Alshon Jeffrey getting those 2 touchdowns. Adam Thielen had that catch, just split the safeties for a touchdown that kind of started their streak. And then Rhett Ellison had that short touchdown there. Who gave up sacks? Barry Richardson gave up a sack. Kyle Long gave a sack on the side. Matt Khalil gave up another sack. I mean, we saw him, how many sacks he's got up in the middle of the season. He's given up almost 25 to 30 sacks this year. Teddy Bridgewater's been beat up. So the most tackles between the teams, Robert Blanton had 12 tackles. Shea McClellan had 12 for the Bears. Shea also had 2 tackles for loss, and also that interception, the only interception in the game. There's no fumbles. There's no fumbles forced, anything like that. So looking at sacks, that's the biggest thing. Sam Acho, 1.5 after we dealt. We dealt Jared Allen, I believe, for that. Dealt him and put Sam Acho in that position to start. And so he came up in his first start with a sack and a half. Antron Roll came on a safety blitz for that 1 sack. Brian Robinson, that's the sack that came off of Kyle Long over on right tackle. Cornelius Washington had 1 coming off the linebacker position. McPhee had that half, the other half that belongs to Acho. So he's doing a big job. Big signing. Just very happy from what he's given me this far this season. We didn't have anything big. Robbie Gold, 4 field goals made. Blair Walsh had 1 himself. Punting, Keowen has a better average, but also we were punting a decent amount to their territory. So we were trying to angle more kicks. And really nothing happened on a kick return. And that's pretty much it for the game. I mean, we didn't play some of the guys that we picked up from free agency, mainly Hurst, and we actually got Morris Claiborne from free agency. Wasn't panning out in that defense that Rob Marinelli had, so they went ahead and cut him. We picked him up. He wasn't all familiar. He played a couple times on the special teams. Had a couple of tackles, but that's about it. From there, we'll look at phasing him in the defense little by little, but let's look at the awards this week. And week 8, it's Jay Cutler from the NFC with 25 34, 334 passing, and 4 touchdown passes. Only took 1 sack. And then the AFC offense, Matt Schaub, 27 38, 460 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Did throw 2 picks and took 4 sacks. For NFC defense, looks like Lynch out of that left linebacker position, taking over for what looks like not Ahmad Brooks, but wow, I even forgot his name. They cut him this year, and now he's with Oakland. So he's replacing him. 8 tackles, 4 sacks. Looks like a good decision there over in San Fran. And then Brandon Marshall, middle linebacker, over with the new Denver Broncos over there. 14 tackles and 1 interception. So it's John Fox's former team there, like everyone knows. And really, we are slowly but surely getting it going. Do we have any yearly awards? We already have yearly awards. So let's look at the preliminary annual awards for 2015. It just popped up. People are saying MVP between Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, and Matt Ryan. Cutler's down here at 6, and Matt Forte's down here at 10. But those guys have, especially Aaron Rodgers, has been in that year and year again. Dan Quinn looks like being the possible coach of the year, but he's tied with Mike McCoy. So yeah, Dan Quinn bringing those Falcons to a 6-2 record, even better than John Harbaugh and the Ravens, probably because he's considered a rookie coach. All right, let's go through the NFC. Obviously, for offensive player of the year, Brees, Rodgers, and Ryan. Forte's at 5, Cutler's at 6, and we got DeMarco Murray rounding out the bottom. Defensive player of the year, Bobby Wagner, Paul Walalu, 2nd, and Bruce Carter. We got Bowman here, James Adelgo, Kevin Minter. It's a big one, the 3rd-year player, and Aaron Lynch. Definitely after that 4-sack game he just put on there. Okay, to the rookies, offensive rookie of the year, Jameis Winston, right here, and Ty Montgomery, who the Packers felt like he just wasn't contributing through the, and this is Madden logic. This is even after the patch of having teams not cut 1st or 2nd round picks. The Packers still, time and time again, then have cut Ty Montgomery, who is a 3rd round pick for him. Gets picked up by the 49ers, and he is trying to get offensive rookie of the year here. Ty Gurley for the Rams, Artis Payne, Matt Jones. We got Jeremy Langford here in there, Vince Mailey. We also have Funchess and Amir Abdullah. Defensive rookie, Demarius Randall. Big player for the Packers that first week, and keeping them in the game and keeping us down. Next one, Adrian Amos. I actually had a decent amount of games, some good tackles, so we might have a future franchise safety here. Finally getting a safety here in Chicago. Let's hold on to him. Vic Beasley down here, one of the Falcons' 1st round pick. Jalen Collins is also up here too, one of the Falcons' picks as well. Eric Kendricks, 1st round pick for, I believe, 1st round pick for the Vikings. But not a lot of 1st round picks up here. A lot of 2nd, a lot of 3rd. I mean, even Adrian Amos, a 6th round pick, 5th round pick. So, best QB, Brees, Rodgers, Cutler. Going on Stanford. Matt Barkley's down here. He's played more than Carson Palmer, Bridgewater, and then Jameis Winston. Running backs, Forte, Lynch, Sproles, DeMarco Murray, Eddie Lacy, Fred Jackson down here, and Joique Bell's rounding out the list. Receivers, Brandon Cooks, James Jones, Randall Cobb. Of course, you'd have 2 Green Bay Packers here with Aaron Rodgers still playing. And we got a 3rd with Devontae Adams. There's Alshon Jeffrey, Calvin Johnson. Akeem Nicks is over in, almost said St. Louis, in New Orleans now. O-line, Zach Martin. Wow, I thought it would be someone actually high up here, like Sutton actually. Tyron Smith, Jason Peters, you got T.J. Lang, Kyle Long's down here, Feld here, and Mike Uopati. On the line, Averill, Calais Campbell, Fletcher Cox, Ezekiel Anza, always in here no matter what the Madden is. Jonathan Hankins, I believe he's a rookie. Putting it on here. The only rookie up in the knee line there. Linebackers, you got Wagner, Lynch, Bowman, Peppers, Kerrigan, Minter, Levante David, Laurinaitis, Zach Brown. DBs, Casey, James Ibadego, That's his name now. Ibadego. Hell with it. Trufant. Yeah, Hayward. Demarius Randall. So of course he's up here. Probably the only rookie up here. Browner, Thurman, Sherman. Jalen Collins, a rookie, gets up there. So 2 rookies over in the best DBs. Best kicker, Robbie Gould. Guy's a beast. And that'll be it for the NFC, because that's all we care about, because we're in the NFC. So, we're really going to look at some news, and let's see if we have anything for the draft stories. So Tennessee halfback Jimmy Lee tears ACL and PCL in the second quarter, so he's going to fall. But he's going to take some big hits from his speed, possibly. So we're going to have to see. We are definitely going to have to see. Brian Hunt is struggling at consistency now. So we'll have to see what, let's see, Hunt it was. We'll have to see about that halfback, if he's going to be still in the draft. Now Hunt, yeah, second round player, 6'2", 205, Tennessee. I mean, he's still a good player, nonetheless. I mean, come on. At least what he looks like on there. Who was it? I've already forgot his name. I think it was Taylor. I think. Was it someone from UCLA, or was that one of the follow-on teams? I'm terrible remembering these things. Okay, draft stories. Jimmy Lee, halfback out of Tennessee. It rhymes. How do I not remember that? He's probably not going to be on here. See how realistic Madden is? Yep. Alright, good. So we got some scouting points. Who do we go with? Who do we scout? Where do we scout at? That's the question. Do we start looking for a future left guard? I mean, do we start looking for a future middle linebacker? There's Washington, McPhee. I think we really concentrate on secondary. I do like those guys, though, a lot. Will Robinson is going to fall. He's going to fall like a rock out of this free safety market. I think from here we start just seeing what's out there. I think that's the biggest thing. We're going to look for depth, essentially. So I would like to get, well, hell. Let's look at Javian Cole here. 4'3", 6'5", he's a run stopper, tackle, hit power, block shedding, he's okay. In the end, I'm gonna mark everyone, and then I'm just gonna go down the list in the offseason and really just go through who I'd like. Crandall Hickman. He's a 3-4 versatile. Attacking 3-4. He's 23, 6'6", 301. Block shedding. Tackle. He's definitely a prototypical second round pick. That he is. Let's look at Bradley. Finish looking at him. Zone, man. He's projected second. Damn, he's gonna be good. What about Jermichael Thomas? If he falls, that's gonna be our next one. That's some good picks right there. Late round quarterbacks. Let's look at the late round quarterbacks. West Coast, you're not gonna have 6'1". I don't like that height. I mean, I guess that's the average, huh? I'm gonna look at tight ends. I don't know if I'm really sold on this one from Alabama. Oh, hell yeah, I'm sold by him. BJ Duncan, West Coast, balanced. Let's look at him. Catching traffic. Ooh, okay, he's a good. He looks good. Let's look at this one. He's really a blocker. This one's a receiver. Catching. Ooh, he's a good impact block. That's the thing. That's a good trait for someone that'll be our number 2. He can catch in traffic. He can catch, but he has good blocking. So that'd be, I would carry 4 tight ends. I have Bennett, Fisher, Zach Miller. Well, really, I'd have Bennett, Zach Miller, Fisher, Kyrie Lee. Kyrie Lee is the H-back. He's playing fullback. J.C. Fisher will be out there in a jumbo set. Zach Miller will be out there on 2 tight end sets. I mean, that just sounds deadly. I mean, we could do some damage with that. Connor Phillips. I think I'm pretty happy with that right now. Let's look it through here. His first round pick. If he falls, I'll take him. But do I need another guard? No, when it comes to center, I'd like to get a backup that's actually a veteran. You know what? Let's look at Burrow might be expendable. Christian Jones definitely isn't. Christian Jones is doing pretty good. Jameis Gibbons, Ohio State. He's 6'2", 249, pass rusher. Let's see what he's got. Good pursuit, good hit power. Might be someone we look at. On the right side, Bram. Actually, let's look at Byron Gomez. Delaware State. He's 228. Yeah, he's going to be a fast one, hopefully. Hit power. I mean, he'd already fall on my boards already. So we've scouted a little bit. I'm not sure which way we're going to take this. I think the biggest thing on defense is we're running with Fuller. We got Tracy Porter. We're going to look at getting another corner. It might end up replacing somewhere. Tracy Porter's been putting it on. We might, depending on how long Allen Ball is here after the draft, depending on his contract, we might deal Allen Ball as well next year. I mean, I'm not high on him, just not me personally. But I mean, Shea's up there doing good things. Christian Jones doing good things. Burrow's making tackles on special teams. Timu is pretty much being a special teams player. McPhee's doing some stuff. Acho's doing some good stuff. Cornelius Washington is coming in behind him. I mean, I think I believe we're building on offense. Uh, Bushrod Slauson. We're gonna have Grasau end up replacing Montgomery in the future. Uh, Dukas is playing on the right. Kyle Long is on the right tackle. I mean, if we draft right tackle, we might move Long back over. So Bennett will draft another tight end. Zach Miller will be there. Lee will be down there on the. And this is the good thing about it. Say we have Bennett, Miller, and one of those tight ends that can also block. Kyrie Lee is down at fullback. The other one, pretty much insurance, and will be behind Kyrie Lee as well. So we don't have to worry about Jacquez Rogers, Kadeem Carey playing fullback if we have all these injuries at tight end like we had last game. At receiver, we have Jeffrey, Marquise Wilson's here, Eddie Royal's here, Cameron Meredith. We'll have White next year. We might. We got Josh Bellamy. He's doing good things. We might let go of Mariani and just look at what's out there. So thank you guys for joining me. We really have. Well, I really have some decisions to make on this roster that are very hard to make going into the future. But it's only week 9. And in week 9, we play the 6-2 Chargers in San Diego, and we got to bring our A game. So I will see you when we travel to San Diego and try to pull out and get the 6-2 and take over this division. Thank you guys for joining me. Later.